correct the home. So we need to be very careful, women. If we talk of traditional marriage,
You said the woman was the head. You want to correct that? The man is.
oh, the men.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about the men because I'm the first speaker. Because you know what? If I try to talk of traditional marriage, that's conservative marriage. I'm encouraging slavery in our marriages. And if I talk of modern day marriage, which means I'm encouraging divorce. Because to tell you the truth, marriage is marriage. There is nothing like American marriage, Indian marriage, African marriage, Zimbabwe. I hear people say, oh, they must be, you know, we are not here in America. Men are the same. Men are the same. Whether you get married to an American man, you'll still divorce him because he still wants his respect. It doesn't care where you go. Men are all the same. They want to be treated in the way God designed the marriage to be like. And when God designed the marriage, you know, let me ask you something. How many of you expect something, let's say on Valentine or birthday or on certain occasions, who expect, you know, something from their husbands? We have people who expect something. Okay. When you expect something from your husband, what is it you are saying? You are saying you want to know whether your husband loves you, right? But ordinarily men, they don't expect anything from you. What they are just asking from you is your respect. But you know what? One thing what I've come to understand is that women who are good at respecting their husbands, they say, I respect my husband. But for those women who are not prepared to respect their husband, they will say my husband is controlling. Because there is a thin line between respect and what? And controlling. So it's your choice to play the game. Because in marriage, we have got two types of thinkers. We have got what we call the logical thinkers and the pathological thinkers. The logical thinkers, they try to get things in a nice diplomatic way, that at the end of the day, they get everything they want in marriage because they are logical thinkers. I'm a logical thinker, street smart person. But the pathological thinkers, they get things in an emotional way. Let me tell you this parable. There was wind and sun. I think for those who did grade 1 in Zimbabwe, where I came from, they know the story of wind and sun. The wind said, you know what? I can take his jacket off. And the sun is like, no, you can't do it. I'm the one who can take off the jacket. So they argued. Then Mr. Sun said, okay, you try it. The wind blew and blew. The more it blew, the more this guy tightened his jacket. He really tightened it. Then until he said, you know what, I surrender. I'm sorry, I can't take off the jacket. Then Mr. Sun is like, let me try. He just came, Mr. Sun, a little bit at a time. And he started taking off the jacket, then the shirt, then the tie, then the vest. That's the way women should learn to play the game. If you try to play the game by being Mr. Wind, you are just being a pathological woman. And whenever you try to, you are just headed for a divorce. Because you are not going to change that way. He is what he is. And if you are married with a mistake, just learn to live with your mistake. Let me tell you, as I said, sun heated a little bit. That's the logical thing we can apply. Do you know it's our choice to maintain a good marriage? Let me give you example. There was this married couple. The husband one day was like, you know what? One day when I get rich, I want to buy my cow. But if I happen to buy the cow, I don't want anyone to milk it. The wife is like, hey, are you crazy? I'll definitely milk it. That one is like, no, that one on me. Then they started fighting. You know, sometimes we fight on stupid things. That was came rushing. They're like, why are you fighting? It's like, when I buy my car, I don't want to milk it. Maybe they're not even going to buy the car. Maybe the one is like, I will surely milk it. So, after 1 week, they separated. And when they separated, the husband came to his senses. He's like, you know what, I think I still need my wife to come back. The wife came back. And when he came back, when she came back, one day they were talking. The wife is like, hey, I think you can imagine, we almost divorced because of a cow. Because you didn't want me to milk it. Sure, do you think it would be practical for you to buy a cow and never milk it? But let me tell you what my daughter told me one day. She called me. She's like, Mother, you know, I don't know why women, why is it we want to win all the battles? She's like, you know, when Americans go to Afghanistan or to Iran, wherever they go, they don't care about winning battles. And when they lose battles, or they don't lose them, they don't even put them on all the news. Because they know battles, they're not a big deal. But what is their ultimate goal? Their ultimate goal is to win the war. What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal is to make a happy marriage. So why are you worried with these small, minor battles? Make the best out of mean, you were created to be a helper. And he is the driver of your life. And you are there to direct him. I'm sorry, you are going in the wrong direction. Why don't you talk this direction in a nice diplomatic way? Why do we fight? I used to fight. I have come a long way.
Hallelujah.
Restoration has been restored. The reason why I am able to help people, I have seen it all, I have been in it all, and I used to think I would be changing until one day I came to my senses. I'm like, Lord, what do I lose if I change myself? Lord, I can't win these battles, but I need to take inventory of myself. If I change and make my marriage work, well, okay, like for example, do you know a husband, you will say, you know what, honey, why don't you buy a house next year? I'm thinking of buying a house. Oh no, never. You can't buy a house in America. Are you kidding me? Okay, okay. You know, if you're a logical woman, you don't have to argue. Okay, I'm going to buy a house, that's fine. But guess what? 2 months down the line, you come back. Honey, you know what? I was thinking of buying a house. It's his idea. She said, long back in our era, When a dress, whatever you call it, when it goes through that, we would mend it. And when a clay pot broke, we would really what? Fix it. So she was telling me that the time we lived, everything we used to fix everything. But in this era, nothing is being fixed. Everything is about trashing. You buy paper plates, you trash. You buy paper cups, you trash. So what is going on? We are looking for paper husbands which we can trash. But in those days, because they are so used to fixing everything, so if their marriage goes wrong, they would fix it. But our era, once you think this is marriage, something is wrong with the marriage, you just think of trashing it. Because you are living in an era of I don't care. Everything is what? I don't care. But if you care, just take inventory of yourself and say, Lord, how can I fix my marriage? To tell you the truth, I have saved so many marriages. Some people I talked to, I was talking to a black American woman, and she said, "Oh, you are wasting your time talking to me. I don't care." I said, "You know what? Your 60 cents, one day it will hear my voice." And she called me after 3 months. She said, "Audrey, I'm prepared to go and respect my husband." And after some time she called me. She said, "I never knew if I can only respect my husband, it can change everything." You know, when we say respect, let me tell you, some people will be like, "Okay, I remember the argument I had with NEC. Each time when I'm doing marriage, I'm worried about any being around. She's a hothead." So, okay, but she helped me to dig deeper in regards to my research. And for sure, let me tell you, women, we work more than men, right? Okay, let's assume you have got kids to take care of. You have got maybe a job, you are going to school, you are doing this and that. There is so much we are doing as women. Don't think I don't understand. Don't think I don't know. But let me tell you, like me, what I used to do when I get home, I'll start working. And I would pretend like it's so difficult. When it's actual essence, it's not even. That's what women do. And I would say, "Excuse me, where I go to the can't you see I'm sleeping? I want him to see that I'm not logical thinker." The impression you are giving him is, "I need your help." But you are not telling him. You are trying to tell him to use his common sense. So if you are married to a normal husband, you use common sense. But if you are married to a husband who is like Abigail Smith, then I don't know how I can help you, but continue to research, you'll find a way. Okay, let me tell you this parable now. Okay, there was, you know, I was researching about a leopard. Someday, how do you pronounce it? Leopard. Okay, it's among the 10 vicious animals in the world. It's among them. And in Africa, we have got leopard. And I used to go to Darwin, where we have got plenty of them. So, okay, there was this woman, the husband used to beat him every day. It's a true story. It's a true story. This one is not a parable, it's a true story. Okay, so the husband used to beat almost every day. Until one day, this woman went to a friend. She's like, "Friend, I'm tired of this man. You continued to beat. So one day she said, you know what? Lepers, they love meat. Oh, are you from Japan? They love meat because I know in Japan we would wake up and all the cows, they are no longer like, they will eat like 2 in one night. That's how big they are. So this lady, she knew they love meat. So one day she went to the butcher, buy the meat and went in the mountain singing, Akuna Wakaita. Because she was imagining her house being what? Yeah. So when she got there, the leopard wanted to jump and she just threw the meat and started going, down. It went on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then on Thursday, the leopard is like, why am I even trying to bother this woman? She's bringing exactly. So I shouldn't even worry about it. So it just went like, So she threw the meat Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then on Sunday, she bought a plate of meat and she went and it never even bothered me. It was just like, so she put the meat and she started milking it. Looking at the meat, oh, it's still there. Milking. And then when she noticed that the meat is almost finished, she left. And she started walking, going to the meat doctor, singing, Akuna Wakaita Sanchez. Akuna Wakaita Sanchez. Brought which milk? Come milk? No! The leopard. You mean to tell me you milk the leopard? Are you serious? You must be crazy. You milked a leopard. Then you mean to tell me that your husband is more vicious than the leopard? Is worse vicious than the leopard. I'm sorry, I can't help you. To tell a leopard the exact way you've done with your leopard, that's the exact way you can do with your man. So I'm here to tell you that we can help our men to be the men we want. We can help them. It's all about us. How much we love our marriages. Of course, I know it's difficult to comprehend what I'm saying. I know there are some people who are going through serious issues. Don't think I've been married for 35 years.
Okay.
Every marriage has got a season. Do you know there are seasons when you think, I really need to leave this house.
Amen.
Then all of a sudden, things make a turnaround and you don't understand. Just every day. You don't have to touch your husband. There is time for everything. So you need to continue working towards your marriage. Do you know when God knew that Eve is the one who ate that tree? But when he came out, he never asked him for Eve. He asked him for Adam. Because he knew Adam was the one. Oh, okay. How many minutes am I left so that I can give you time to question?
I just had a question. I want to know that the taming process,
What kind of meat? Edible meat? Special meat? Special. What kind of from the tree? Special meat, edible meat. What kind of meat to take?
Oh yeah, the kind of meat, that's what I told you. You just need to respect it. Respect is the key word. When you start respecting your man, you get anything you want. It's all about respect. But that respect is what I said earlier on. That most women, that's what we conceive as being oppressed, or as my husband is what? Is controlling. Do you know every husband wants to know? Let's say you are going out, he wants to know. But with him, if he leaves the house, he can come after 10 hours. Where have you been? What's the big deal? I was just hanging with my guys. But you try and do the same thing, it's a big deal. So, I mean, it is what it is. So you can't say, oh, because he goes out at any time and comes back, so I'll do the same. Well, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. But I don't think it will work. Because to tell you the truth, is either you are looking for a God-ordained marriage, which was started in the Garden of Eden. And with it, you just need to go back into the Bible. That's why if you read from the book of Titus 2, verse 3 to 5, it says, old woman, can you try and help young women? Because God knows after a certain period of time, we have got the experience. Do you know, I've had so many women who have been married for 5, 10, 15 years. They think they know it all and they've seen it all. No! It's a journey. It is a journey. To tell you the truth, marriage, there are some things I'm still learning. And along this journey, you keep changing and you keep making mistakes. But if you love, like right now, I don't have time to argue no more. You know, you can imagine, I'm a corporate. I thought I would change so many things. And I've given up, I never changed anything. But instead, I decided to change myself. So I'm here to tell you, you are not going to change. It's either you just walk out of that marriage, or you just change. And if you change, you'll see how happy your marriage will be. I'm telling you. It's all about you. It's all. That's why you see we have got women's retreat, women's this, women. Because God knows what we go through. And He is trying to what? To help us. So it's your choice. You can imagine. Let me tell you, this is a woman of noble character. Do you know the woman of noble character? It's one story. Have you ever tried to read it? The husband wasn't working. He would just sit with the elders and he would get the credit. You know what? You have got such a wonderful woman. He would be just among the elders from morning to sunset. And the wife would be working and working. You hear people say, oh, they married because we work too much. Oh, I used to go to Darwin once in a while. America is better. We used to wake up at 3 a.m. We would go to the fields. After the fields, we go to fetch water. After that, go to the firewood. Then tell me America, yeah, we went to me, even if I went 3 jobs, it's not a big deal. Compared to what I saw in Zimbabwe. I went through thick and thin. I used to keep and just going there for 1 month and not able to stay with that thing. Then when I come here, I just put my clothes in the dryer washing machine. Then you tell me, oh, we went 3 jobs and I can do this and that. Of course, when you've got children, I understand. And the other thing, like me personally, I'll never sleep with the dishes in the sink. thinkers. Okay, to finish, all my parables disappeared. My parables have disappeared. Anyway, do you have questions? Is there